What's going on YouTube? Kamikazevondoom here with another Division 2 video, and I'm just checking in on you. How you doing? What's going on? Now today is January 9th, and this is going to be your weekly vendor reset and must-buys. So sit back, relax, grab that popcorn, don't forget to hit that like, subscribe if you haven't already, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. But we're going to start off here in Washington, D.C. at the base of ops, and we will finish up the video in New York City. But let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, base of ops vendor. Starting with the Mozambique Special. This is the named pistol with perfect breadbasket, and this one comes with optimal range. However, that pistol damage is high enough to where you could pick this one up and recalibrate that optimal range for any other attribute for that pistol and be good to go. That's not bad. And if you do not have these weapons or named items fully proficient, please purchase duplicates and donate them to your expertise, and you can have all of them fully proficient and gain expertise levels at the same time. So please remember that. From 0 all the way to fully proficient takes 20 duplicates. It is 2 duplicates per level. So just remember that when you're maxing these out. Look at this guy on the table. What's this guy doing? What is this? Some Coyote Ugly type-ish? All right, Ethan, I see you over there. All right, let's go back to it. So after the Mozambique Special, we have the Vector 45 ACP, and this one with Ranger, max crit, or max SMG damage, and then crit hit damage. Interesting. Now you can put the 10% crit hit damage mod on here for that long underbarrel rail from the firewall specialization, so you could go all crit with this bad boy. Very interesting. I'll look into that one. After that, we have a FAL with headshot damage and Optimist. Optimist is really good for the FAL. Same with Strained. I mean, these are some good little combinations here. With the headshot, though, I would definitely change that to damage to targets at a cover. And finally, for the weapons, we have a military M9 with crit chance and reformation. Now, looking at the gear items, we have a 511 backpack with concussion, crit chance, and hazard. I mean, that's not bad, but it's 511. Gross. And finally, an Araldi Holdings chest piece with crit chance, hazard, and skilled. Looking at the mods, we have crit chance 4.7, drone duration 6.5, turret +1 extra sniper, and sticky bomb blast radius of 4.9. Now, must-buys, things to look at from the base of ops. The Mozambique Special is a good one. The Vector 45 ACP is a good one. I wouldn't really recommend that FAL. It was alright, but I'd probably go Strained over Optimist. That's just me. Anyways, let's run over here to the Countdown vendor. Remember, the Countdown and the Clan vendors are both in DC and in New York City. So you can go to either one of those locations. Now here's your Countdown vendor. Ooh, boy. Yo, let's go, dude. Pick up the Pyromaniac right now. This is one of my favorite weapons, and it has been since the game came out. The Pyromaniac is the named Police M4 with perfectly ignited. Now, after you get 3 kills, it immediately burns the next person you shoot. I mean, this isn't... And the attributes are pretty damn high. So all you would have to do is just recalibrate that accuracy off for, say, damage to targets at a cover, damage to armor, and you are good to go. I use this with my burn builds, speedrun build. It's a lot of fun, especially with Eclipse Protocol. I like that. Highly recommend trying it out and adding that to your collection. The Pyromaniac at the Countdown vendor. After that, we have an Alp Summit backpack, the Percussive Maintenance, with perfect tech support. This one with skill haste, not bad. But remember, perfect tech support only increases your skill damage, and this is for more like healer builds, so it doesn't really mesh together. However, if you do not have this fully proficient, just buy duplicates and then get it fully proficient without using it. I've never used this backpack before, and I would probably never recommend anyone using it. And finally, we have the Eckham's Long Stick. This is the named marksman rifle with perfect ranger, and this one comes with crit chance. What I would do is pick this one up, recalibrate that crit chance off for, say, damage targets at a cover or damage to armor, and you will be good to go. Snipers are making a crazy comeback next season. Okay. Now, that was your countdown vendor. I highly recommend taking a look at the Pyromaniac or the Ekham's Longstick. Now let's run over here to the clan vendor. Now, shout out to the DoD Disciples of Doom. I am going to be making a video soon. I'm going to be making a video soon to both my clan members and people that want to join the clan, because I'm going to have to shake some things up and change some things this year, because the amount of influx of agents and whatnot, we're going to have to change some things around. Anyways, stay tuned for that. If you are interested in joining DoD Disciples of Doom, just join me over there on Discord. And I do have tabs for each platform, PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and then we'll put you on the list. All right. Now, clan vendor. Bum, bum, bum. Starting with the Sacrifice. This is the named Providence defense chest piece with perfect glass cannon, but with repair skills and explosive resistance. Gross. Look at the one I have. Crit chance, crit damage mod. I mean, I'm using it right now. I love perfect glass cannon. I've been using perfect glass cannon for years. Highly, highly recommend. But I do not recommend it with these attributes. Moving on. Let's look at our gear set items. We have a Eclipse Protocol holster with skill haste. Pick this one up and change that to either status effects or skill damage. Aces and Eights knee pads with crit hit damage. Fairly high weapon damage as well. I mean, you could pick this one up and change that crit hit damage for either crit chance or headshot. And then finally, Future Initiative knee pads. Again, switch off the skill damage, but this time for repair skills. Now let's check out these high-end items. All right, starting with the custom P416 Optimist and magazine size. Very interesting. I was a huge fan of this in year one, but they did change the P416, and well, it's still not as good as it used to be. But the RPM is being changed for next season, so instead of 750, it will be bumped up to 800, so that might change my opinion on it, but we'll see. After that, we have a SIG 716 with health damage and steady-handed, followed by a M45A1 with magazine size and lucky shot, an Electrique pair of knee pads with skill damage, crit damage, Officer's M9A1 with damage targets at a cover and vindictive. We have Lingmo gloves with health and crit chance. And finally, Walker and Harris mask with crit chance and explosive resistance. But this one is really good. Highly recommend checking out this Walker Harris mask. So take a look at this. All you would have to do, you could pick up 2 of these, or just one. It's all right. So pick up 1 of these, change the explosive resistance off. Then you can either change it to crit damage, go double crit, or you could go crit chance headshot and then get more crits on your headshots. I mean, either way, this is a good mask. Looking at the mods, Disrupt Resistance 8.9, Skill Haste 10.7, Drone plus 2 extra bombs, and Drone Duration of 6.7. Must buys, things to look for from the clan vendor. I mean, all of these are pretty mediocre. Yeah, anything. I mean, the Walker Harris mask. That's the best thing here that I would recommend personally. All right, that's it. Clan vendor, we all done. Now we're going to make our way west, and then we will double back east. Our first stop is going to be the campus settlement. Now, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up, support the channel by subscribing, and let me know if I missed any must-buys in your opinion, what you would recommend, what have you. Yo, this weather, woo, crazy out here. All these people just standing around like it's normal. All right, here we go, campus settlement. Starting with the Night Watcher mask. This is the Heliguard mask with 100% scanner, pulse, haste. And this one comes with headshot damage. After that, we have a Hunting M44 with health damage and reformation, followed by a Tactical M249 with optimal range and stabilize. Sokolov, ooh, nice. Sokolov Concern mask with headshot and crit hit damage. That's a good one. And finally, Richter and Kaiser holster with skill damage status effects. Looking at the mods, we have skill duration 8.2, chem launcher damage 4.2, hive health 7.7, pulse effect duration 8.8, and trap shock radius of 5.8. Now, must buys things to look for from the campus settlement. This Sokolov concern mask. I don't know if you heard my reaction, but it's a good reaction. Pick up 2 of these. All right, you heard, pick up 2. One of them, switch that weapon damage core to an armor core. The second one, you can either switch off the headshot for crit chance or the crit hit damage for crit chance. Either way, doesn't matter. But I would keep it the way it is with crit damage and headshot, because on SMG builds, they're typically max crit chance with ease. So you could afford not having crit chance on here and then just speccing more into that crit damage headshot. I mean, this is a good one. Highly recommend checking it out. All right, that's it for the campus. Let's go over to DZ vendors, starting with DZ West. West, let's go. Now, just a reminder for all of these Dark Zone vendors, you do have to have DZ resources. So, to double check your DZ resources, go to your inventory, toggle over to your resource tab, and just above your keys, you will see DZ resources, Dark Zone resources. Now, the only way to get Dark Zone resources, you either have to loot the little blue boxes that are in the Dark Zone, that way those resources go straight to your inventory, or you have to deconstruct contaminated items and then extract the Dark Zone resource that way. But those are the only 2 ways of getting Dark Zone resources. So remember that whenever you're looking at these Dark Zone vendors. All right, Dark Zone West. Say whip, whip. Say cream, cream. Say whipped cream, whip cream. All right, here we go. Dark Zone West.
Hello, Agent.
The backup boomstick, baby. Look at this. I'll show you the one I'm using. Backup boomstick. What I would... it comes with spike, though. Never mind. Don't even... Bleh. Backup boomstick here with swap speed and spike. That's a bad attribute, and that's an even worse talent. I do not recommend this. Moving on to the Super 90, Optimal Range and Thunderstrike. And finally, a Police MK17 with Headshot Damage and Determined. If you are looking for Determined on an assault rifle, there you go, for your recalibration library. Going to the gear items, we have Negotiator Gloves with decent weapon damage and crit hit damage. That's not bad, but you could easily farm that outside of the Dark Zone. Ongoing Directive Knee Pads with weapon handling, Murakami Gloves with skill damage and crit hit damage, and finally, Y'all Gear Knee Pads. Nice, with Hazard, too. Look at that. So, Y'all Gear Knee Pads, Hazard, skill damage, what I would do is just roll off that skill damage for whatever attribute you want, and you can make it crit hazard, armor regen hazard, headshot hazard, whatever you want. Moving on to the mods, we have a shock resistance 8.5, seeker mine damage 4.3, shield damage bonus 4%, Firefly blind effect duration 6.1, and finally decoy health of 6.0. Now, must buys, things to look for from the DZ West vendor, not really. But if you are looking for Y'all Gear, there you go. Y'all Gear knee pads. But, yeah, I don't know. Let's take our talents down south to the DZ South. Let's go, baby, to the deep south. Oh, boy, let's go. Sorry, I get excited. My bad. I got lost in my thuggery. Here we go, DZ South. Boom. Yo, the Matador. Let's get it. Oh, snap. I know a lot of people that are going to like that. Headshot skill ace, though. Eesh. And it's a low weapon damage roll. Damn, dude. I don't know. I'm torn because it's a great backpack. I love the Matador backpack. Ever since it came out, I've always loved it. However, headshot and skill haste, no. I would recalibrate that skill haste off for whatever other attribute in the game that you want. However, you're gonna have to optimize that core attribute of weapon damage. Yeesh. I mean, that's at least a 3 to 4 optimization just for the weapon damage. I don't know. Well, if you picked it up and then you recalibrated the skill haste, you would have 2 near max attributes. So, I mean, optimizing that core attribute's not a bad... It's really not that bad. All right, screw it. Pick up the Matador. DZ South. I sold it on myself. Come on, pick it up if you need it. Right meow. The Matador. Moving on. Tactical Vector SBR 9mm with swap speed and sledgehammer. Followed by a Police M4 with accuracy and Optimist. Interesting. Optimist isn't bad, but with the Police M4, you could put the link to laser pointer and the flatline talent. Ooh, get that amplified damage. And finally, the Diceros with rate of fire and sadist. Looking at the gear items, we have Aces and Eights backpack with health. Heartbreaker chest piece with armor regen. That's nice. Heligard backpack with health, repair skills, and calculated. And finally, Murakami chest piece with repair skills, skill damage, and efficient. Looking at the mods, we have crit chance 4.7, drone deflect duration 6.3, turret +1 extra sniper, and sticky bomb burn duration of 4%. Now, must buys, things to look for from DZ South, the Matador. Pick it up right now. The Heartbreaker chest piece is actually pretty nice. And it has armor regen. It's not bad. That's actually about it. All right. And even the Heartbreaker, you could farm somewhere else. I mean, let's be real. It's just the Matador. Okay. Now, before we go to DZ East, we need to hit up the castle settlement. So let me run over to the descent entrance and try to hit that vendor before the music blares out my damn eardrums. Run, 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 run. Hold on. Is Ransom right here? Ooh, Ransom's right here. Come on, come on, come on. Interact. What's going on, Ransom? All right. Good doggy, good doggy. All right, we got to go. The music's getting loud. All right. Have a good day, Ransom. I have no idea why they have the music so damn loud. Why? This is the only place in the entire game that they have this music ramped up to 11. All right, here we go. Castle settlement. Starting with another Night Watcher mask with headshot. That is... what are the odds of that? So the campus and the castle are both selling Night Watchers with headshot? What? Eesh. I didn't like it before, and I still don't like it. Moving on. SR1 with crit hit damage and first blood. And finally, for the weapons, we have a M249 Bravo with armor damage and Thunderstrike. Looking at the gear items, ooh, nice! Another mask. We've had a Walker Harris mask, a Sokolov Concern mask, and now we have a Fenris mask. This is another one. Pick this one up. Pick 2 of them up. Make 1 weapon damage, 1 armor. This is a great mask to have. I'm telling you right now, pick this one up. It has double crit and it's Fenris. Come on. Come on. Like, come on. It's a no-brainer. And finally, for the gear items, we have a Seska holster with armor regen and health. Looking at the mods, we have skill duration 8.4, chem launcher radius 5.9, hive health 7.6, pulse radius 8.8, and trap shock radius of 5.9. Now, the must-buy thing to look for from here, the castle settlement, pick up the Fenris mask, double crit. Pick up 2 of them, 1 for all damage and 1 for armor. Okay, so that's it. Let's go to our last Dark Zone vendor, Dark Zone East. East side, let's get it. Now, you are going to hit this double loading screen. That is because I highly recommend fast traveling to the Alpha checkpoint and not the main entrance. Because when you go to the main entrance, you have to run through the entire courtyard all the way over there just to get to this vendor. It's much faster to just go to the Alpha checkpoint and exit the door. All right, here, another Night Watcher. What the fuck? What's going on here? The third... Yo... I didn't... Oh, my God. All right. Moving on from the Night Watcher. M700 Carbon with damage targets out of cover and fast hands. Stupid low marksman rifle damage. Eesh. And finally, for the weapons, we have a classic M60 with magazine size and in sync. Looking at the gear items, we have a foundry mask with hazard, hardwired holster with skill damage, Uzina mask with crit hit damage repair skills, and finally, Wyvern holster with skill damage and hazard. Now, that is a great holster to have for skill builds. So, if you do not have a good Wyvern holster, this one's not bad. All you have to do is recalibrate that hazard for either skill haste or status effects, depending on whatever type of skill build you're going for. And looking at the mods, we have skill haste 10.3, chem launcher radius 6.1, hive range 4.0, pulse health 14.5, and trap duration of 4.3. Now, must buys, things to look for from the DZ East vendor. Nothing really. I mean, let's be real. Even the Wyvern holster, you could probably craft it. Like, let's be real. No need to waste your DZ resources on that ish. All right. Let's go to the theater. The theater! This is our last stop before going to New York City. This is the last Washington, D.C. vendor. Usually we get some goodies over here. Let's hope and see. Here we go. The theater.
Always a pleasure to see you.
The mop. This is the named 612 shotgun with that armor on kill. And this one with spike. What I would recommend, switch spike off for preservation, and then you'll get armor on kill from the talent and from the attribute. Highly recommend picking this one up, using it with gunner to get more armor on kill. And you could use it with Hunter's Fury to get even more armor on kill and amplified damage with shotgun damage from the brand set or from the gear set. So yeah, pick up the mop, switch the spike over to preservation, do Hunter's Fury with the 0 Fs and gunner. Thank me later. Probably a memento as well. Anyways, moving on to the black market SASG with crit hit damage and eyeless. And for the weapons, finally, we have a M1A CQB with accuracy and in sync. Looking at the gear items, we have a China Light pair of gloves with status effects and headshot, and Providence knee pads with hazard and health. Looking at the mods, we have Disorient Resistance 8.2, Seeker Mine Healing 5.7, Shield Health 4.3, Firefly Damage 5.8, and Decoy Health of 5.5. Now, must-buys, things to look for from the theater. The mop, pick it up. And the China Light gloves are really good as well. Just switch off that headshot damage off for skill damage. You'll be good to go. Okay. That is it for Washington, D.C. Let's go over to New York City and finish out this video. Now, if you haven't already, please support the channel by subscribing. We do daily Division content, and we do them at random times. It just depends on how life's going. So make sure you ring that notification bell because we post at random times. Every day, though, but random. All right, here we go. Marco! Black Market AKM. Headshot damage and stabilize. Stoner LAMG with rate of fire and overwhelm. Followed by a SIG 716 with headshot and spike. And finally, a 93R with accuracy and preservation. Looking at the gear items, we have a Fenris backpack with weapon handling, headshot, and galvanize. Alps knee pads with headshot and weapon handling. And finally, another mask. This one, another Fenris mask, but this time crit chance and headshot. Now this one's really good for those that can use ARs and go for the head. I would recommend picking this one up and changing that weapon damage to an armor core and then going straight for the dome, if you know what I mean. Looking at the mods, skill duration 8.2, shock resistance 8.5, drone scan range 8.3, firefly skill haste 5.8, and sticky bomb blast radius of 4.8. Now, must-buys from Marco. I mean, hell, dude. What you could do, like, just to have fun, right? What you could easily do is pick up this Fenris mask, switch the weapon damage to an armor, then pick up this Black Market AKM with headshot and switch stabilize off for strained and just go ham. Or, even better, go for a concussion. Headshots give you weapon damage. That'd be dirty. All right, so Black Market AKM, Fenris mask, have some fun. All right, let's go over here to our last vendor of the video. Thank you so much for sticking around to this point. Roy Ben... Ooh, hurt! Don't forget, pet the dog, all right? Pet the dog, and this doggy we get to interact with twice. The first one, he's just sitting here wagging his tail, but the second one, well, that second one is a random animation, so let's see what happens here. All right, I'm going to say he's going to give us the paw to shake. Let's see. Oh! Oh, he did it! Yeah! Shake his paw. There you go. Oh, man. I guessed right. That was cool. All right, here we go. Roy Benitez.
How can I help you?
And we have the FAL with breadbasket and reload speed, followed by a M700 Tactical with health damage and ranger, military MK17 with health damage fast hands, and finally a card 45 with determined and health damage. Again, if you need determined on your pistol, pick this one up and go donate it to your recalibration library, and then you could use determined on your D50. All right, thank me later. And for the gear items, we have a Grupo chest piece with Headhunter, status effects, and skill damage. Ooh, interesting. Okay. What you could do here, all right? Just hear me out. Hear me out. I know some of you love this crap, some of you hate it, but here's a build theory craft here, okay? So just theoretically, you could pick up this Grupo chest piece, you know, and switch off that Headhunter for glass cannon. Put it on a technician specialization, right? And then get one piece China Light, another piece of Grupo, right? But then you would lose the demo. Yeah, that wouldn't make any sense. I tried. Anyways, moving on. It's a crap piece of chest. All right, next we have a Murakami Industries pair of gloves with crit hit damage and health. And finally, Sokolov Concerned Mask with skill damage crit chance. Looking at the mods, we have Skill Haste 10.1, Repair Skills 16.4, Seeker Mine +1 Cluster, Pulse Cone Size 6.3, and Sticky Bomb Skill Haste of 4.1. Now, must-buys, things to look for from Roy Benitez. No, nothing. I mean, even the Sokolov Concerned Mask, you could go double crit, you could go crit headshot, but it's not as good as that other Sokolov mask that we saw earlier. And for those reasons, I'm out. Shark Tank. Anyways, that is it for your weekly vendor reset and must-buys. We did it! Let's go! The Matador, we had the Pyromaniac, and a few other goodies. I mean, I remember seeing Y'all gear there. There's a few good masks, Walker, Sokolov, Fenris. There's a few goodies today. All right. If you found this video helpful or informative in any way, shape, or form, please hit the thumbs up. It means a lot. We do daily Division content, so subscribe, ring the notification bell. Let me know what you think in the comments and shout out where you're from. It is always cool to see where everyone is from. All right. I'm Kamikazevondoom. Enjoy the rest of your day. Take care of yourself. See you in the next one. Peace out.